Roblox button, I get much taller. And now, if I resize my character in Brookhaven, I get really tall. And this is the height in Brookhaven. But if I get even taller, something very weird is going to happen. And for that, I am using this avatar. And now I will set this button to the maximum. And you can see that I am very tall. But soon I will be banned. And with this avatar, I can climb up here. And I can climb into forbidden places. So much that if I get to the police station, something very weird is going to happen. But I just got banned. And it says that I was kicked out of the game because of moderation. And my avatar is not within the Brookhaven rules. And now I finally came back to Brookhaven, and my friend is right here, and he said it did not work, but I just got banned again, and I simply cannot play Brookhaven because I am too tall. But now, I finally came back, and you can see that I am very small. I was the tallest person of all, and now I simply became the shortest. And you can see that I really am very small, and I am sure my friend is not even seeing me. He said, it does not make sense for you to get kicked out just because you are tall. That is unfair, and that is true. But when I have the smallest avatar of all, or even a totally invisible avatar like this one, I simply do not get kicked out. But when I have a tall avatar, I get kicked out. But now, I have admin commands, and you can see that my friend is flying because he is also an admin, and he disappeared. And I am sure he is very happy. But I got these secret commands, and I will type a command here to make myself very tall. Perfect! Now I am so tall that I am even walking very slowly. So I increase my speed, and you can see that this is very weird because I am giant. But my friend just appeared over there, and he is right in that part, and simply waved at me. But he got even bigger. And really, this is very weird. And now he went flying away, and he just disappeared. So I will make my avatar even bigger. Perfect! I am at the limit of the game, and I am very fast. And you can see that my speed is very high, and suddenly I flew away forever, and I do not even know where I'm going. But my friend teleported me here, and I came back to the city. But now I flew away again. So I wrote the secret command, and my friend will fly away. But unfortunately, the command did not work because he is too tall. But suddenly this happened, probably because my friend used a secret command that made all of us lose. And he really did that. He just used a secret command that made everyone lose. For those who don't know, Brookhaven updated and released a Simply Giant house. And this house is really perfect. And it is a house that has several rooms, which is used for fashion shows. But today, I want to see with you secrets of the update that I am sure you have not seen before. And also things you should never do in the update. So now, I am looking inside here because I want to see what they are doing. And apparently this friend of mine is the judge who will judge the players' avatars. But I do not know which players are inside here. And he is looking here. And he said there are two competing to see who has the best avatar. Okay, so I want to see who is going to win. And I am really curious to see this. But I think I am going to sit here, and my friend will give scores to the players. And at any moment, the presentation is going to start. And it is going to start now, especially because the map is being modified. But now, this friend of mine is turning off the lights to start the presentation. And now he turned on the blue light to start this. But he is arriving here, and his avatar is interesting and really very cool. And he started making several poses so that the judges approve him. And actually, there is only one judge, which is this one. And he is writing the score, and he received a 9, and it is really a high score. But the player is leaving here because his presentation is already over. And guys, I do not know what the next presentation is going to be. I said, do you want to test the secrets of the update? And if he wants, we are going to test all the secrets. But he put down this sign, and he said, later, first I'm going to judge their avatar. Okay, first he wants to see the players' avatars. So I am waiting here because I want him to help me see the forbidden secrets that were released in the update. Update. But I want to see who the next person will be. And apparently everything is being modified, and it is very different. But this friend of mine is changing the lights because this has to look better. And now everything here is red. And the player is arriving right here, and he arrived in the weirdest way of all. And this presentation is very bad. And he started dancing here, and this is really the worst presentation of all. But now, he grabbed money, and he is giving it to my friend so much that he grabbed this money. But this is unfair. I do not think this player deserves to win. But my friend is writing the score, and I want to see what score he is going to receive. And apparently he he received a 10. Even though his avatar was not good, he received a 10. And this was not fair. And now, even this friend of mine is taking pictures of him. And he said, you did not deserve to win. And I agree, he really did not deserve it. But he took money and gave it to my friend. And he grabbed it here. And now he is taking pictures. And the money really made him win. But unfortunately, the player back there lost, even though he had a much better avatar. But guys, I am going to ban this player because he did not deserve to have one. But my friend stood up here and he said, why did you ban him? He paid me to win. Look, I already realized he paid you, but this is unfair. And now he is taking a picture of us and suddenly the light went back to normal. He said, you two should compete. And guys, what he said is true. But I want to test here the secrets of the update. He said, let's compete at night and in the other mansion. Look, but actually there is no other mansion and there are no mansions on this side of the city. That is, I do not know what he is talking about. But he disappeared from here and he said he teleported and basically he left here and he is probably getting a house right up ahead. But my friend just got a house because he wants to compete against me. And at night I'm going to have to arrive here to compete against him because he thinks he is going to beat me. But I doubt he is going to win. And guys, this player is staring at me and he said, thanks for the help. But now he just left here and this friend of mine also left here. So I want to see if this player wants to help me test the secrets because there are several secrets that were released in the update. And these two are coming into this mansion. But this player was the only one who stayed back here. And apparently he is going to help me do this. He said, let's test the secrets. It is important. And what he said is true. But now I am going to have to carry him because I am going to have to test a very difficult secret. And I am going to throw him right here. And he got into the car. But now I am going to have to change the house on the right. But meanwhile, I am going to have to speed up here in front. And I'm going to have to go as fast as I can. And this way I am going to get access to a totally secret place that I am sure you have never seen before. So now I am going to start speeding up like this. And I am sure it worked. And I just arrived here in a totally secret place. So much that this friend of mine got out of his car. Actually, my car. He said, wow, how did you discover this? Look, I also do not know how I discovered this. But among all these houses on the right, this mansion is the only house where you can access exactly this secret place. But up here, there is something very strange. We have this van, which is useless because it is impossible to drive this. And I do not know why this van is here. But there is a recording studio here. And probably this was made to record the people who are arriving. And here we have a camera with another totally different camera. And now I want to see if I can see this camera and if I can grab it because here on the right, for those who do not know, we have this camera, but you can see it is like this. But up here, there are secret cameras like this one. And now I want to test this. So guys, I grabbed this house again because this way my friend managed to come up here. But now I am coming to this part to grab these two cameras and I want to see the difference. But he is grabbing here and apparently the camera is normal. So I grabbed the first camera and also grabbed the second, but nothing really changed. And this does not change anything. And my friend is going to have to use this camera to see if there is any difference. And he said, nothing changed. And really, nothing changed. Unfortunately, this camera does not have secret things you can do. And it also does not have secret versions. And I thought it did. But I want to test something here on the right. And I am going to grab a totally random car. And I grabbed this car. And now my friend is arriving right here. But I am going to grab this camera. And now I am using this camera. And I am going to get into my car to see what happens. But nothing much happened. I thought maybe it would bug. Because when I get into the car, the camera stays like this. But if I enter while holding this camera, unfortunately nothing much happens. And you can really make a horror movie this way. So much that my friend is coming back here. And now he is taking pictures. Which is something that was released in the update. And I can take pictures. But now he arrived here. And I want to test a way to bug this camera. I said, ban me from your house. And I want him to do that while I am holding this camera. So he is arriving here, and now I got banned. And you can see that I am banned, and now I want to see what will happen. But actually, I just came back into the game, and nothing much happened. He said, there must be a way to bug this camera, and I am going to find a way today to bug this camera. But this camera is very interesting, because I can see what is up there without difficulty, and I can see everything that is happening here in the game, because this camera is very good. But now, I am arriving here in the front, and I want to see how an accident looks while I am holding this camera. So I am trying to cause an accident to see how it looks, but for some reason, I am not managing to flip my car, and it is really very difficult. He said, could it be that when you hold the camera, accidents do not happen anymore? Look, what my friend said does not make sense. And now I jumped here, and I finally flipped my car. And it is very weird to flip the car while I am holding this camera. But now, I want to test the secrets of the house, because there really are secrets in this house. But to access these secrets, it is very difficult. He said, the house effects are...
One player thought he fooled everyone, but seconds later, VR activated. Cameras, heat scans, motion tracking, every movement was analyzed by AI, and suddenly, the entire stadium became a football database.
the house effects are bugged. Right, yes, they are really bugged. But I also want to test with you things that you should never do in the update. So for that, I am carrying my friend because I want him to go through the wall. And I do not know why I carried him since he has to go through this wall. But he placed this bed here and he is trying to go through the wall. But it is very hard to do that. And maybe this is the only place where he can do it. So he is arriving here to try to go through the wall. So I want to see if he is going to make it. And apparently he made it. But guys, if I go up here and press this red button, something very weird is going to happen. We have the house effects. But if I activate the fire and also the water inside the house, you can see that these effects do not work properly because the fire does not appear correctly. And all of this is under the house, which does not make sense. He said, how weird, this really does not make sense. And this really does not make sense. But I am going to turn off these effects because I want to test more things that you should never do in Brookhaven. But I want to see where my friend is. It looks like my friend is here, but he is placing stairs. And apparently he is going to appear right here. And he literally appeared right in front of me. But for those who do not know, there are some secrets in this house. Up here, like these buttons, but in this part, we have many more buttons because we have these secret buttons where I can select the weather of the place. So much that this friend of mine just arrived here to press these buttons to see the differences. And he pressed the first button of all, which made the place look like this. And now he changed the effect, and this looks a lot like a beach. And now he changed the effect, and this became very interesting. And this is my favorite effect because I can go up here like this, and I can turn off all the lights and activate only the red light and also activate the fire, and the stage will look like this. And it is really much more beautiful than before, but the effect changed again, and now it added water, and it is basically winter. So I'm going to activate the blue light, and now I'm going to add bubbles, and this became very cool. It is like an ice presentation from a place where it snows. But I can also activate this light and move it to the side so the judges can have a little bit of light. And this update is perfect, and it looks like now he came back here, and he said, okay, and where are the secrets? So I am going to test them now. But now, it is starting to get dark, and maybe this is going to be a problem. And you can see that there are several players coming here to my friend's house because they want to see the competition happen. And I do not think it is going to be a very fair competition because I do not know who the judges are going to be. But if this player is the judge, it is all right. Now if this player is the judge, I am going to lose the match. But this friend of mine is coming back here, and I am following him because I want to see what he is doing. But it looks like he is coming up here, so I have to turn on all the lights. Perfect. I turned everything on, and apparently he is looking at this room. And he said, there is something here, I am sure. And guys, he is really right, but he used a and he's trying to get inside there, but it is almost impossible because there is an invisible wall. But the only way to get inside here is basically by pressing the secret button right here, or maybe by going through the wall the way he did. He really managed to get inside here, and he is accessing the safe. But if I press this secret button, the door will open, and I will be able to enter this secret place. But now he is grabbing the safe, and he has not noticed that I am back here. I literally saw all of this happening. But guys, he could not grab the money because he has administrator permissions in my house. So much that he is looking here and not understanding why the money is not disappearing. The money is still back here. But now, if I remove administrator permissions, he will be able to grab the money, and this message will appear on the screen. But now he was banned. So I am going to leave here because there are more secrets I want to do. And it is already almost night, but the sky is totally red, meaning it is not really night yet. But now, I am coming inside because he is banned, so I am going to have to unban him so he can come back here. Perfect, he is unbanned, and now he can come back inside, but he is coming back here. And now I am recording him because I want to make a horror movie. And he stopped here and said, it is true, it is possible to make a horror movie, and it really is possible to do that. But now, there's fog, I cannot see anything. So much that he turned off this light and simply left here. So I am following him, but he is looking back here, and I do not know what he is doing. And suddenly he got angry and grabbed an axe. And it is better for me to get out of here, and I do not know if he is angry or if he is acting for a horror movie. But I am running away here in the back, and I have to climb onto the roof. But now he appeared here, and he said, this is how you make a horror movie, understand? And I really understood, and it gave me a little bit of fear, because suddenly he started chasing me. But soon I will have to go to the competition that is happening, and even my camera is totally bugged, because now I am holding this camera, and this is very weird. The screen shakes like this. And he said, did you see the secret of putting cars on top of the house? Look, actually I know how to do that. And to do that it is very simple. I will have to arrive here at the airport, and now that I arrived right here, I will have to press this button while I have the hoverboard, because I can put the maximum speed on it. And now I am falling here, but I am coming here to this other house, exactly the house of the competition, because I want to test the secret here. And here on the right, I am going to grab a car, and I just press car, and I can grab several cars here. But it looks like everyone is down here, because the competition is going to start at any moment. And this friend of mine is coming down here, but he forgot to grab the hoverboard, meaning I am sure he is not going to be able to get here. And he really could not, because it was very far away. And I am the one who is here on the roof. But now he came inside here, and he is entering back here, probably because he is going to take care of this place. So I am going to enter the competition, because I really want to beat my friend. But apparently he is right here in front of me, and he just made his avatar. But he has the worst avatar of all, and his avatar is very bad. But now I am going to make exactly an avatar, and now I just became a pirate, and he is coming into his competition, and it is very different. And this friend of mine is pressing the buttons up here to make it better, and now his presentation is like this, and it is really very beautiful. But my friend just appeared here, and he is making the worst presentation of all, and I want to see the score that this player is going to give. And apparently he is writing here, and he gave a score of 0, and this other player gave a score of 10. But this other friend of mine is taking pictures, because that is his job. He is taking as many pictures as possible of the player. But now he just left here. But now it is my turn, and actually my avatar is pretty interesting. But I am a very angry pirate, and I am going to choose another face here on the right. And now I am better, and I am ready to beat him. So he is right here, and he said, I think you are going to lose. Look, I am sure that I am going to win, and I am going to choose another theme, and I want summer. And now he is changing the lighting, and he simply left it like this, and it is actually pretty interesting. So now I am arriving here, and I am ready to do my presentation, because I look very good. But now I am dancing like this, because I have to show them how I look, so they have to choose a score. But this player gave a score of 10, and this other player definitely gave a score of 0, and me and my friend had a tie. But this is bad. Me and him had a tie, meaning there was no winner. But now I am leaving here, and here on the right there is this light, and also this other one, which are literally new lights. But this friend of mine went back inside. But what he does not know is that now I am going to go on his roof to grab as many cars as possible. So I am coming right here, and I am literally flying. So I am going to grab the biggest truck of all. And here on the right, I grabbed this truck and placed it exactly here. But it is not going to be just one truck. Actually, there are going to be at least 100 trucks. And I grabbed one more truck, and now I grabbed another one, and there are really many trucks. And now he's coming down here, and this truck got totally bugged. But the player is coming right here. And now I placed this other truck, but it fell here. And there are several trucks that are bugged. And there is another truck coming down here. And as soon as my friend realizes what is happening, I am sure he is going to get very angry. But he is taking several pictures here. And now he just saw what is happening. So much that he said, what is this? And there really are a lot of trucks here, and he is not understanding what is happening. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the become a member button, and I will add you on Roblox.
Everyone, welcome to Rose Califer! Whoa! There's a lot to take in here.
All right, everyone. Welcome to the Rose Califer Central Computing Department.
The ground's shaking!
Rose Califer can't afford to take this risk.
I will subdue you!
I live in the racing civilization, but I have the worst car of all. This car is simply terrible because it's very slow, and I don't win races, and because of that I'm at level 0. There are several levels here around the city, and when you level up, you literally get the new car. And now, Bob's cousin just arrived here. He said, let's do a race. Before that, I want to clear up a doubt with you. What happened to your car? Dude, I've never seen a car as destroyed as your car. It doesn't have wheels anymore, and it looks like a submarine. So, he's looking here. He said, finally someone understood the concept. Okay, let's do this race then, because I'm sure that I'm going to win this. And now, the richest guy in the city just arrived here. He simply has a Ferrari. But I know one thing about him that I don't tell people. He's checking if there are people here. Luckily, I'm hidden. And now, he's going into his garage. This guy is very rich. I don't know which car he hides in here, but I'm sure that this is not his main car. He's really lying to everyone. So now, I'm coming here to the front. I'm going to win the very first race, because I'm going to race against a car that has no wheels. It's impossible for you to beat me. So he got closer. He said, never say never. Bob, I already told you that you're not going to win. Wait, but where's Bob? Wait, he just arrived here with his vehicle. Dude, you have the weirdest vehicle. So now, he got closer. He said, did you really think I was going to race with a car without wheels? Yes, I really thought that, even because you're Bob's cousin. You're Bob's cousin. Okay, if I lose this, I'll simply continue at level 0. And now it started, and it looks like he's invisible. Dude, I can't believe you did this. Literally, Bob's cousin is invisible and is coming here to the front. He did the bug to get the invisible car, and now he just beat me. What you did doesn't count. And now he got out of the car. He said, of course it counts. And now, thanks for the easy win. How did you get an invisible car? But he went back into his car. Dude, this is really impressive. I really wanted to be in that car, but unfortunately I can't drive it. Bob's cousin is much better than I thought. I was sure that he was really bad. Now, I'm going back home after a very sad day. I was sure that I was going to level up, but I was simply wrong, because in fact, I'm still at level 0. So, I just got back home. I'm even watching television, and this journalist just showed up here. He said, people who are at level 0 will be transferred tomorrow to the new island. This can't be true, even because I'm at level 0. That means that tomorrow, I will be transferred to an island that is simply horrible. And now, this friend of mine just arrived here. He finally arrived. Dude, I don't know anymore what I can do. He said, win, I'll let you beat me just once. I can't believe that you're going to do this for me. So now, I'm leaving here to do this race. For the first time, I'm going to beat my friend, and now I'm going to have to follow him. But this guy has a really cool car. You have an incredible car, even being at level 1. That means that if I win just one race, I'll already get an incredible car. He really looks very happy about this, but my friend just arrived here. He said, his car doesn't have turbo. Even your car is better than his. His car really doesn't have turbo. I challenge you to a race. He finally stopped dancing. I think he's pretty scared. And now, you can't refuse this race, because whenever you invite a person to race, that person has to participate in the race. So he went back into the vehicle. I'm going to do one of the hardest races of all. I'm a little embarrassed of my car, but soon I'll get a better car. And since I'm at level 0, the race is up to right here in front. It's a very simple race, because the races are always based on the guy who has the lowest level, and even he's rooting for me to win. Look, are you ready to start? I want to know if you're ready to lose. And out of nowhere, he got really angry. Okay, maybe this isn't very good, but now, the race started. I'm coming here to the front. My car is really much faster than his. I thought his car was really fast because it's big, but his car is very slow, even because it doesn't have turbo. How does a car like this not have turbo? And now, he arrived right here. He said, now I'm at level 0 because of you. Okay, this is really terrible. I'm seeing his house, and